Here we have a table of data called characters imported from a CSV file. In amongst the raw data variables in the table, I have created several measures for summary metrics such as average height. This looks messy, and when you have a lot of measures, you can spend a lot of time looking for the one you want. This is what we want it to look like. Measures organized in folders and kept separate from the raw variables to allow for better readability and organization. To get started, you want to create a new empty table where we can store the measures. Head to the Home tab and then click the Enter Data button to create a new table. Leave the column blank and change the table name at the bottom to anything you like. I usually call it measures, and then a word for the table that it relates to. Note that if you just call this table measures, it will add a 2 on the end because the name is reserved by Power BI. Now we have a new table with an empty column. You can now create new measures directly in the measures table by right-clicking on the table name and New Measure. When you have created a measure, you can now right-click on the empty column and click Delete from Model, and Power BI will automatically convert this table to a measures table indicated by the calculator icon. So what if you have already created your measures in another table and want to move them to the new measures table we just created? One way is clicking on the measure you would like to move, and in the Measure Tools tab you will have a drop down for Home Table. Change this option to the new table measures table we created earlier to move it. We can see the measure has now moved to our measures table on the data view pane. If you have a lot of measures to move, it could take a while manually changing their location, so there is a faster way. You want to head to the Model View tab on the left hand side of the window. Expand the table containing the measures you would like to move. Here we can simply click on a measure and drag and drop it to our measures table. If you would like to move multiple measures at once, you can hold the Control key while clicking on your measures and then drag them all together to the measures table. Now we have all of our measures in a measures table, but we can go one step further and organize our measures into folders within the measures table. Select the measures using the Control key that you would like to group into a folder. In the Properties pane, to the left, head to the Display Folder property, enter any name you like for the folder and press Enter when done. After you have created the folder, you can drag additional metrics into it by clicking and dragging. If you happen to add the wrong measure to a folder, you can remove it by either dragging it out or clearing the name for the display name property. Clearing the display name for all measures in a folder will also let you delete the entire folder. So repeat this for all your measures and you will end up with a neat and tidy measures table that you can quickly access when building your report.